Hey guys, Insomnia here with some more AFK Arena. Today we are back with the Mauler team, have 17,000 diamonds already from doing the summons from last week and doing the campaign. Let's go ahead and get a quick rundown of our team. First of all, we have Sophia, who is our primary DPS. We have Skriath, who is a supercharged Mauler tank. We have Verk, who is again, really heavy DPS. He is agility. Nemitsu, who is a caster. Nemitsu might be the hero we're swapping out for K-Sauce. We've been building both of them, trying to get them even, trying to get K-Sauce up to the Ascended level to see who is really better when running the campaign. The final one is Warwick, which is our tank. So essentially on this team, we do have two primary tanks. We have Skriath and we have Warwick, and that's where it's going to be vital to build in a 6th, 7th, 8th hero, so on and so forth, until the Mauler team is complete. I've noticed with a lot of the updates that we have been building a lot of the team. There's not that many heroes left, especially when we have K-Sauce already. I do want to build Skriath, so he will be one of the next ones. Brutus might be in a little bit. We're still saving copies of him. But then when you look over at the Maulers, we have Antandra, we have Cetrena. And other than that, there's not that many Maulers left that we haven't built at this point. So let's go ahead and get into our stones. We have 2 elite stones. Hopefully we can pull some Maulers, which we get. Look at that, a copy of Sophia. We're trying to get her to 5 stars. She is so close. And Isabella's super powerful Graveborn. We'll go ahead and use our rare stones. Getting enough food here for K-Sauce is going to be a requirement, so I'm hoping that with our summons we can go ahead and pull a couple more copies of him. Looking at our wish list really quick, Skriath and Tidus we do want to build. Verk we're trying to get to 5 stars. K-Sauce we're building, as well as Sophia. So once we get Sophia to 5 stars, which I believe I need 1 more copy of her, we can drop her out of the wish list once she's at 5 stars because we don't require copies of her anymore, and we can go ahead and swap in another hero that we're looking to build. Let's make sure in the temple that I don't have, I wanted to make sure I didn't have her already at 5 stars, but I think we need 1 more. No, she still needs 2 more stars, so we still have room. So we are good to go ahead and get into our summons. We have 1 companion summon here, which is our friendship summons with our hearts. And an elite, pretty rare to get an elite out of here, which is a copy of Tidus. Look at that. So we've gotten Sophia and Tidus already. Very nice start. So let's go ahead. We have 42 regular scrolls. We've been saving them from the event, saving them from the campaign. A couple Maulers there, which is good. As long as we're pulling Maulers on this account, I am happy. And look at that. A lot of rare cards that time. Look at that. 4! Oh, it's a 4 pull. The quad pull, the second quad pull ever. Wow. Absolutely awesome. Sophia again. Tidus again. Kaz and Oscar. Wow, that is a good pull. So that gives us 2 copies of Tidus, 2 copies of Sophia. That'll give us our 4th star for Sophia. Just need a couple copies of K-Sauce, which he is a hero we can buy from the shop. So over time, we will build him and we will get him. I cannot believe another quad pull. Wow, that was cool. And another elite. Hopefully we continue the Mauler streak, which is Falks. Okay. Falks is a super strong DPS for the Lightbearer team. Some more food there, so we should be able to get K-Sauce. We do have 1 of our cards on the table. And look at that. There's Tidus, we got Falks, and we got Sophia in that. A little bit more food there. Let's continue with our summons. We got like 2 more pulls, and then we do have some faction cards there that we got from completing the last chapter. 3 rare cards there. Hoping for at least 1 or 2 more, which another elite there. Come on, a Wilder. It is a copy of Pharrell. I will take a copy of Pharrell any day. His CC is super strong as well, just like Falks. A couple more Wilders there. So we'll go ahead and we will get into our final 2, but let me check the barracks really quick. I believe we might, nope, not enough. The barracks I'm really debating on, and with the new patch, they're actually adding the Twisted Essence into the barracks. So I'm not sure if I'm going to save my barracks tokens at this time or my hero coins at this time, just because buying some more of the Twisted Essence, that I'm going to have to see exactly what we think and what the return's going to be. And a double on a Mauler pull. Look at that, Skriath and Tidus. Very, very nice. We have one more pull. We need one copy of Skriath, and we could take her to 5 stars. We are one shy. And it is just some rares. Oh, that's okay. We still have one more card there. One more for our Maulers. Absolutely phenomenal Mauler pull today. Can't believe we got a quad. And Warwick, very nice. Warwick being one of our primary tanks, I will take cards of him anytime because we are going to go ahead and level him up. So let's see who we got here. Got a little bit more food, got another copy of Pharrell. All right, so let's look at our Mauler. Skriath, of course, we are going to go ahead and add stars to her. So at this point, she is 1 star shy of 5 stars. Signature item, SI plus 30, already completely maxed. Warwick, we're going to add stars to as well. Continuing to build him at 220. Nimitsu is the one right now that we're kind of holding off on, just for the fact that we want to build K-Sauce and we want to see how well he does. So with that, we're going to go ahead and see if we have enough food, which I believe we might. We're going to be shy on food. If I had one more of either the Spider Queen, Savius, or Golas, I could go ahead and level them up. But we are still 1 shy to getting K-Sauce to Mythic Plus. So we did pull Skriath though, which is good, so we could actually get him up. Still waiting on K-Sauce. I'm trying to make them a priority. I don't want too many heroes that are leveled up to Mythic or Mythic Plus or even Legendary Plus, because if I move Skriath to Legendary, he's going to be stuck because we don't have anything to go to Legendary Plus or any food to get him further at this point. But let's go ahead and look. Rowan, we already have here, as you can see, Ascended. So we built him looking for copies of both Lucius and looking for copies of Belinda at that point, but we did get a copy of Fulks. A lot of people ask about the other faction accounts. These are the heroes that I use for the faction tower. Nimitsu, oh, that's the Mauler. Here we already have Leica and we already have Kaz. We're working on Iran, as you can see. Got very, very lucky with pulls of both of those heroes. Leica's already got 2 stars, which is kind of crazy. On the Graveborn account, we already have Kelthar up to Ascended. The reason behind getting Kelthar to Ascended might not be the best hero, but it's heroes that I've never tried before. And that is the reason that I took him actually up so high, was I wanted to see what he does. So we'll get Pharrell to Legendary Plus, and it looks like we do have a little bit of food here that we can use. Yep, so we're gonna go ahead and make another little food here. So Legendary Plus, because I want to work on, with Pharrell being at Legendary Plus, Baden being at Legendary Plus, and Nara. Nara, we already know we have 1, 2. So Nara, we'll go ahead and get Nara up, just for the simple fact that we are 1 copy shy for Nara. And Nara is a hero that you'll use endgame. Pharrell and Nara, I always build because they are going to be prepped and they are heroes you use in endgame, or the entire game, actually. Then here we have gotten lucky, as you can see, with a lot of our Celestial heroes on this account. Hypogen's not too much, but let's go ahead and look at the heroes themselves. So as we continue, we have been pulling some of our stones. So we'll go ahead, we have 3 stones here. So we'll go ahead and make some more T1 gear. And these stones, I haven't been buying them from the shop. I've actually been buying gear from the shop. So all of the stones that we have gotten here have just been from the AFK rewards, which is kind of crazy. And we almost got it there. I thought it was going to stop on the Maulers. Every week with our faction reroll scrolls, we've just been working on those. He is already at 240. Verk, I believe that's about everything that we have. Nimitsu we could strengthen because we do have another stone. So we'll go ahead and do his staff, just because we do use light bearers quite a bit for the light bearer tower. And at this point, we are going to focus on Verk. So Verk is going to be our focus now. We have over 40,000 essence, so we are going to go ahead and up his invisibility skill, putting his attack up to level 240, so adding a ton of attack, and he will actually be the next for his signature item, going up to plus 30. If you look at his plus 30 signature item, Mania ability now fires 5 crossbolt attacks. Super, super powerful, just absolutely destroys teams. So we're going to go ahead and use all of our red chests on him. Looks like we had around 230 of them coming out of that last event. So hopefully we can get him at least to 25, which adds in his dodge. So 26, here is 27, 28 might be the stopping point. So all the way to 28, adding a ton of attack for him. Very, very cool to see him. He is a hero prior to the Mauler account I have never used. So getting his signature item up to plus 28, very, very cool. The other one we're focusing on at this point is K-Sauce. We're going to work his signature item all the way up to level 30 as well. So we'll go ahead and level his signature item up. Life Leech versus Nemitsu totems is kind of the big question, but as you can see there, he gets a plus 5 Life Leech. Using him, so what I did, if you look at the mercenaries, which are actually right here, I borrowed almost the exact same hero. So I have Nemitsu at Ascended with the signature item 10. So this is actually one of my other accounts, as you can see here. I borrowed the hero, trying to make them equal as much as possible. K-Sauce with the Life Leech does way, way more than Nemitsu does with his totems, coupled with the warrior tree. So if you look at the actual elder tree, which we got a ton there to level up, combining with the warrior tree makes him very, very powerful, because you have to remember also in this tree is I have Warwick. So I have 2 heroes in this tree that really, really need to be leveled up, focusing on not leveling up all 5 trees, but if I can focus on 3 or 4 of the branches, makes a very, very big difference when you look at the overall survivability of the heroes. So that'll be it for the team. So we'll be running Sophia and Skriath, Verk, which got his signature item super power charged, almost to 30, Warwick, and then we'll be going between Nemitsu and K-Sauce at this point. I wish K-Sauce was at least Mythic Plus to really, really progress, but another hero to 240, so we have 3 of 5 heroes. It's only going to be a couple more weeks, and we'll have everybody to 240 unlocking the Resonating Crystal. So at this point, we'll go ahead and push into Chapter 23 and see how we do in the campaign. So right here, we're at 23-10 as we're continuing to push into the campaign. Just got into Chapter 23. As you can see here, we have Sophia and Verk as our primary DPS. Nemitsu still running as our support, which we might swap out for K-Sauce in a little bit just to see how well he does. The Spectral Disruption that Sophia puts up boosts the damage of Verk by a ton, as well as Nemitsu. And the other big thing that she puts on is Static Field. If you watch, usually Skriath or Warwick, when they go to the front, Sophia did almost 6 million damage in there. But like I was saying, when Skriath or Warwick go to the front, she actually casts Static Field on them, making them do a ton more damage with her ability. And I believe here it's going to go probably on, I think Warwick. Nope, it's on Skriath right in the bottom. As you can see, the little revolving fiery orbs that are going around him. So it does a percentage of her damage. So provides the forwardmost position with an aura that lasts 10 seconds, doing 90% damage per second, which just makes him do an absolute truckload damage. 4.4 million there, 1.5 from Skriath, definitely do, or 1.5 million from Verk at that point. 23-16. In here, we're only showing the boss battles. We're not showing the in-between battles, just because of anytime that the faction teams do a significant push, the videos have a tendency to get really, really long. So we go ahead and edit it just to run the boss battles at this point. As you can see there, again, Sophia with 5 kills, which is absolutely phenomenal. Pushing into 23-20, so a third of the way through. Sylvana's going to come right over to Nemitsu. I'm hoping Nemitsu can survive at this point. That way we can kind of get a little bit of survivability out of her before she actually dies to either the totems or Sylvana, which she stayed up through that one. So very, very cool to see. Very easy stage there for being a boss stage. 4.4 million, 1.8 from Verk. So he is still doing a ton of damage. So that is a third of the way through chapter 23 already. So looking at 23-4, again, the next boss stage. And if you've seen, I've been swapping Nemitsu and Sophia kind of around, making sure that Athalia is paired with Verk because nobody else can take a hit from Athalia. A lot of the boss stages at this point run Athalia, and a lot of the boss stages run Brutus, which is very, very tough. And this might be a defeat, but look at that. Sophia takes out 3 targets with her falling sun. Last target with the scatterbolt to absolutely devastate the campaign. And that's what makes her, in my opinion, the best Mauler that we have. The damage here, 5 million damage. Nobody else even remotely close. Tainted 1.5, who was Skriath. Verk died pretty early on that one. 23-28 again with Athalia. Athalia, another good counter for her on this team is Skriath because Skriath can't get the crowd control. So if he's not crowd controlled, makes it a lot easier, as you can see in that battle. Not only does he have damage mitigation, is he doesn't get the crowd control ability. So 3 million there, look at that, 3.3 from Verk. Verk is very, very powerful. If you give him the time to do the damage, he will just absolutely decimate the enemy team. As we continue in 23-32, so we are almost now 2/3 of the way going on to stage 23-40 as we continue the push with the Mauler team. Makes a very, very big difference moving Verk to the 240 level. Anytime you take a hero from 220 to 240 just adds a ton of survivability and a ton of damage that they can do, that they bring to the team comp. Even there, 3.6 million damage from Verk, which is absolutely phenomenal, even though he doesn't have a +30 signature item at this point, which will add 2 more bolts. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to swap in K-Sauce. This stage has been giving me a lot of problems. I'm hoping with the survivability or the life leech that K-Sauce brings that we should be able to get this one down. And that's where it kind of makes a big difference when it comes to the hero selection. So Nemitsu's totems heal over time, where K-Sauce brings the life leech ability to the team and a bonus life leech to the Maulers, 4.5 million. Look at that, 3.6 from K-Sauce. Nemitsu never even comes remotely close to doing any damage. It seems like his healing overall is very subpar. The totems are a good distraction throughout the match, but having the life leech ability increased for the tanks, I think, kind of outweighs what Nemitsu is bringing. So at this point, I know on this account we are going to build K-Sauce. Even though he died right there, I tried to match him as evenly as possible. K-Sauce being 1-star signature item 10, with Nemitsu being ascended with signature item 10. Just the amount of damage with the throwing X alone is absolutely devastating from K-Sauce. So it looks like here we're actually, Morella, the light bearer, if we could get her up to ascended, as you can see her in the very top right, her Firebird ability just absolutely decimates the whole entire team. You'll see every single time, plus this being a light bearer team, the light bearer teams do more damage to Mauler teams, and that's where between all the faction accounts I've got stuck. So 23-37, we'll go ahead and give this a couple more tries. I did give it several attempts at this point, trying to get through, even with Sophia, with them not being shielded. Skriath almost pushed right through there with Sophia's buff, and I was hoping the ult would go, but unfortunately Sophia died a little bit too quick there. So we got the team comp down. We swapped Nemitsu back in. Hopefully we'll be able to get this one down. But again, Nemitsu dies so fast. As you can see, they're even being backline. Verk and Sophia both just got ulted on from Belinda, which took them both out. So absolutely devastating. And Warwick is going down pretty quick, so that will do it. Tried it a ton of times to get past 23-37. Let me know in the comments what you think. We pulled a ton of Maulers, had another quad pull.
absolutely insanity with the quad pull. Very, very excited for the progression on the Maulers, getting through almost through 23. And as always, thank you for watching.